Yeah, and with that destructive tag, just talking about that a little bit more, the northern tier of the state, hopefully that has been allowed to expire. But we have been talking about the destructive tendencies of some of these thunderstorms, and you get a thunderstorm warning, which has 58, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. But when you get a destructive tag, this means we're seeing up to baseball-sized hail and damaging winds up to 80 mile per hour gusts. And this is had a history of it further to the north near I-83. Now these two areas here we're focused on because these are the active tornado warnings. Once again, this one was allowed or is expected to expire around 6:15 near Dundalk. This is our primary concern. That's where we saw the strongest indication of some rotation. This is going to be extended through 6:30, and really this is the extension of the first one as it is pushed to the east. If you're in Dundalk, you need to get to your safe space right now. This is not the time to be outdoors trying to look and see if you can see anything. You're going to see a lot of lightning and you're going to see a lot of rain. This is going to be a very hard system to spot. And we have the traffic camera up here for 695, and we're getting those frequent flashes of lightning, and it is just hard to see, even with this camera, even without the kickback of rain from someone in front of you. So this is not the time to be on the roadways. This is hitting big parts of the metro as far as travel goes. We're seeing portions of I-83 getting hit with heavy rain, I-95, local highways as well. This could lead to some flooding risks, so we need to be mindful. If you're planning on heading out, one, don't. But two, if you're on the roadways or trying to get to a certain destination to where it's your safe space, take it very slow on the roadways if you're outside of these red polygons here. I do not recommend any travel whatsoever, but if you need to get to your safe space, if that means a neighbor's basement or your aunt's basement, now is the time to get to it. That is the safest space that you're going to be in. We have two active tornado warnings, one for the southwest portion of Baltimore, radar indicated, and then off towards the eastern and southeastern portion of the suburbs of Baltimore, including Dundalk and portions of 695, and it does look like I-95 being clipped by this as well. We've seen the potential and the history of some large size hail associated with this, so even outside of these red polygons, these tornado warnings, this system as a whole, and you can see it spreads across a good chunk of the state, has a destructive tendency. And so just be mindful, even if you're not in this red polygon or you're just in the yellow polygons here, these severe thunderstorm warnings, it's not a time to be outside. It's actually a time to be considering what your safe space is going to be. Because as Chris mentioned earlier, with this type of system, it is a quick spin up. It is going to be a quick system as it forms. And so you need to have enough time to get to your safe space so you are in the safest space possible as this storm pushes over. Zooming in, you can see this is impacting the 695 corridor, and it's been condensed since its initial issue, and it is further to the east now as the system tracks a little further to the east. We're going to periodically bring up traffic cameras here. It does look like I-95 south getting some of that rain. Once again, if you're on the roadways or planning to be on the roadways, this is not the time to be on the roadways, but pull over until this system pushes through. Chris?
Just checking some of the numbers, Abigail, from BGE. We're about 30,000